Welcome to your one-stop destination for discovering the endless possibilities of essential oils and other doTERRA products. Today, we're bringing you a special episode featuring 9 essential oils you are going to love and absolutely need to use in 2025. These oils aren't just our favorites, they are must-haves for anyone looking to elevate their wellness routine. We've handpicked highlights from past episodes to show you how these oils can transform your daily life with practical tips, inspiring stories, and expert advice. Let's dive in. First up is Lavender Essential Oil, known for its soothing and calming aroma. It's a favorite for creating a peaceful environment or simply adding a comforting touch to your nightly routine.
And you being the oil expert, maybe we can have her take a pop at that.
For sure. Yeah. Okay, so let's have you smell it and then just tell us what you're experiencing.
I love our lavender. I have to say I might be biased, but yeah, I think it just has a unique green freshness to it that smells so clean and bright, but you still get that classic comforting floral from lavender that you seek for, like anything that has its lavender scented, right? But
yeah. That was
it's
beautiful.
That was great. Okay, she's
So
definitely an oil
beautifully
expert.
said. Yeah. I love the
I thought mine was
the clean
okay.
portion. Yeah.
But that was
You win with the review.
fine. Okay, so you described that super beautifully. How do you personally love to use lavender?
It's one of my Swiss Army oils. As I look through the benefits, you can really use it all throughout the day, but it's classically used for sleep and relaxation, right? For sure. But for me, it's like a skin calming oil. I love it to calm skin, and I love that when you apply it on your skin, you get some of the aromatherapy benefits. So not only can it be relaxing to your skin and relaxing to your emotions, it's relaxing to your nervous system internally. Like I said, Swiss Army. I feel like I could use it always, all the time.
Such a great description. Yeah.
Okay, because I was just telling Paige, one day I got done, I shaved my head every day.
Yeah.
And so I put the aftershave in, and I was like, let me just throw some lavender.
Oh, I bet it was a game changer.
It felt good, but I was like, is it too much? Will it burn? But you
No.
saying that it's great for the skin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep doing that.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right.
Next up is Lemon Essential Oil. This is the oil that brings a bright and refreshing aroma wherever it's used. It's perfect for refreshing up your home or adding an uplifting touch to your day. Our hosts, Simone and Paige, have some great tips on how they incorporate lemon into their routine. Listen in.
One thing we want to chat out is how lemon you can take internally,
Yes.
which I
Yes.
loved. I personally drink lemon every single day. Do you have thoughts on that?
Oh,
Are you a big
I'm
lemon
a ginger lemon honey tea guy.
Okay, yes.
And
We've
so-
learned that you're a tea guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we only talking internal?
No, we can talk all of it. There's
Okay.
so many ways to use lemon. That's what's so great about it. I feel like it's this, I feel like we talk about this all the time, but it's a universal oil that you can use in the most random ways. Let me tell you one thing about lemon that I love. It's in my cart every month without fail for the last 12 years. I've ordered lemon every single month. And my favorite way to use lemon is, this is kind of random, but any kind of sticky residue,
Yes.
anything sticky.
Yes.
So my husband's a teacher, anything sticky in the classroom. And then I'm a fashion girl. So this sticky, the dumb stickers at the bottom of shoes, takes it right off. It's the best. You put it on just a little bit, wipes it right off. It's my favorite thing.
Okay.
So that's kind of just random uses. How are you using lemon?
Lemon is used for so many different things, cleaning,
Yes.
sticky residue.
Yes.
My boy, I think it was 2 weeks ago, he's been dying to dye his hair.
Okay.
So
Are you going to talk about bleaching?
No.
Oh.
He put nail polish in his hair.
Oh.
White nail polish.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? I don't even know what to do with him, but
Okay.
I kept it in there. I didn't want to shave it off. But then someone suggested that I use lemon and lemongrass
To help remove.
to remove.
Oh.
And so I dropped it in there,
interesting. Yeah.
took it right out.
Yeah. Lemon's kind of amazing that way. I feel like it's so powerful. The other one we didn't really touch on is cleaning, DIYs. In spray bottles, in any kind of home cleaning.
Lemon essential oil truly is a versatile oil that can be used for so much. Now, let's transition to peppermint essential oil to energize and refresh. Peppermint has these cooling properties that make it a favorite for creating a fresh and invigorating atmosphere. Let's go back to Dr. Nicole Stevens, sharing some simple ways to use peppermint to enhance your day.
I think peppermint is second only to lavender in the amount of research that's been done on it.
Wow.
Okay.
Because it is, it's huge in the industry, a lot of cosmetics. So people have known about peppermint for a long time, but they haven't really understood kind of the science behind it and why purity is so important when you're looking at biological benefits, right? So the main kind of research that's out there, digestive, of course, that's a lot of times where people's minds go when they think about peppermint, digestive health. And it's true, there's a lot of great research on that for peppermint. And then there's some newer stuff that's coming out where they're looking at the aromatherapy of it. And they're finding it's really good for focus, memory retention.
Yes.
When I was doing my doctorate, this little baby was by me on the desk, so I would smell it as I studied. And then when I was taking tests, I would smell it again when I was taking the test. I kid you not, it was miraculous.
Oh my God.
This is perfect because it's almost back to school for the kids.
Back to
so-
school.
yeah.
I know. We have this going at our homework table, we call it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool. Tell us how you use peppermint. How are you using it in your everyday life?
Yeah. So I'm a huge fan of peppermint tea. And
So is this guy.
I love to throw a drop in there because it feels like it just supercharges it. And so that's kind of my nightly routine is I love me some peppermint tea. But here's a hack that I absolutely love. I take some peppermint and I put it in a glass spray bottle and I keep it in the fridge, right? And I use that in 3 pretty awesome ways.
Okay.
It's great for when you're hot. You
Okay.
spray it on the back of your neck. You go out running,
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. So it's
your
hot out
head.
there. they
Yeah.
tell
We
you.
should have done that. Why didn't we have a
We
bottle?
can.
Yeah.
It's like 100 degrees out
Yeah.
there. You spray it on and it's like this instant beauty. And if you have the cold water too, man, it's amazing. So I use it that way. I'll spray it around my baseboards, keep the ants and the spiders kind of at bay.
Okay.
I don't love the smell of it, but it's a natural way to kind of protect my house and it smells amazing.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
And I love it in my hair because it's really good for kind of that hair health.
yeah.
You're blowing my mind.
I know.
I've never heard this.
Yes, I use it, so I'll spray it in and kind of, scrunch it up, put it on my scalp, rub it in a little
my
bit.
I told you this.
No, it wasn't peppermint, was it?
Yeah, look at my hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's the testimony, the walking testimony.
I've never heard peppermint in hair. I'm going to try it tonight.
Like peppermint, let's talk about another essential oils that really clears those airways. It's now time to take a deep breath with Breathe, a carefully crafted blend designed to promote feelings of open airways and a clean, clear environment. Scott Johnson, one of our experts at doTERRA, shares how they use Breathe to create moments of clarity and calm. Listen in.
Well, one of my favorite things is to diffuse it and diffuse it at night. And the reason I like to diffuse it at night is because the constituents in it, particularly that 1,8 cineol, have been shown in research to help support a relaxing or calm environment. Well, that's great for sleeping, but at the same time, you're inhaling all of these great constituents. And so I like to say that it can help promote more ordered breathing while you're sleeping as well. And so you kind of get those both benefits of, having that environment where you feel like you can relax better, but as you sleep, you're inhaling these constituents that are also interacting with our respiratory tract. The other thing is, of course, you can apply this topically. Now, dilution is just a best practice. So you dilute the oil and you'd apply it. One of the most common places is right here on the chest area. And that's because you're going to inhale all those constituents as they flash off of your body and go up into the air, because essential oils have volatile aromatic compounds. And so they will flash off and go into the air and you'll inhale that. So that's another way that you can do it. In a pinch, you can inhale it directly from the bottle too. But another great way is to do what's called palm diffusing. And so palm diffusing is really simple. I mean, you take the bottle here and we're going to put a drop or two in our palm. And then you rub it together and then you just cup your hands over your nose and mouth. And you're going to inhale, and you're feeling that cold receptor right there in your nasal passage.
Wow.
I love it.
So we've now heard of several essential oils that truly bring an energetic atmosphere. Let's now talk about Serenity, because when life feels a little hectic, Serenity is the essential oil to help you create a tranquil environment. It is a favorite for setting the mood for relaxation and calm. Let's hear from Dr. Nicole Stevens about how Serenity fits into her evening routine.
think we diffused it. We got permission.
Oh, yeah,
you
you've
have
got
to
it.
in a hospital. We got permission because I had a midwife, and she was a good advocate for me and for that.
Cool.
And then I would just have my husband actually just, put it right by my face.
You could smell
Sometimes
it
I got it
stronger.
really strong.
Oh, that's amazing. What a great experience. I love that. So you kind of mentioned some of just the blend of the oils that we're using. I want to ask you about that. I'm seeing the list here of what's actually in Serenity. Why this list of 8 oils? Why the blend? Like, kind of give us a background on that.
Yeah. We went through and we found some of the most calming, relaxing essential oils that we know, that have been studied in the literature, that have been, anecdotally for millions of people for lots of generations. Of course, we reach for some that we're really familiar with, lavender.
Yeah.
That one's got our linalool, linalool acetate. Those are the constituents that we know help calm the brain, calm the body. Interestingly, coriander in there.
I saw that on the list.
It has another kind of linalool in it.
Oh,
so
interesting.
There's the right-handed version, the left-handed version, right? And I've got my little nerdy linalool molecule right
I
here.
love it.
Right?
I love it so much.
There are 2 forms of this. There's a plus form and a minus form that are essentially right-handed and left-handed.
Oh, interesting.
Our bodies respond to them a little bit differently.
Next up is oregano essential oil. And this one is one of those oils that's good to have on hand for its robust and herbaceous aroma. It's a kitchen favorite and pairs wonderfully with other oils and blends. Oregano is good for several things. Let's hear from Dr. Brannick Riggs on why oregano is a key part of his collection.
How specifically would you use it in a cleansing scenario?
You can use oregano internally. You need to put it in a veggie cap and often, again, used with other oils. So think about On Guard Plus. On Guard Plus has oregano in it, but it is diluted out with some other oils, etc. Because it is so helpful for the GI tract, it's helpful for seasonal threats, it's helpful for our immune system. That's the carvacrone as well as the thymol that's helpful for those things. And so you can use it internally. It also is helpful, the thymol's been shown to be helpful for the GI tract, just in aiding the GI tract to be doing well. And it has some supportive effects to our microbiome as well.
And so that's so when you say put in a veggie cap, maybe 1-2 drops, I mean, how many drops?
Correct. 1 to 2 drops. Again, diluting it with either other oils or a carrier oil. You can even dilute it with olive oil if you want to. I know several people that do that. Yeah. And then you can take that internally, particularly, again, this time of year. It's actually wintertime, heading into wintertime. So having that extra oregano in the system can be helpful for us.
What about use cases? Obviously you talked about putting in a veggie cap, but what are some other ways to use oregano in your daily life?
Yeah, it can be diffused. It's probably not one of the ones that we go to that, I want my home to smell, again, like an Italian kitchen. And again, it can be used topically, provided that you dilute it. So it can be put on the bottom of the feet. We know that we absorb about 64% of the chemistry we put on topically. Being aware that it is a hot oil and using it appropriately, we're going to absorb that pretty well. But then again, my favorite way, because we still get the benefits from it, is cooking with it. If we can cook with the oil, get it in internally, it can be extremely helpful. Now, again, I told you, thymol is a very robust compound, and heat can break chemistry up. But because thymol is so tough, you can even put it in before you heat your dish up. Or if you want to go, I want to make sure that it's okay, towards the end of cooking your dish, that's when you might want to add your oregano, or if you're using other oils about that time, so that then the cooking process doesn't break down some of that chemistry.
Jeez, I didn't know we'd get a cooking lesson in all of this too.
Well, it's my other love, right? I mean, I love cooking. I'm a foodie. So understanding these oils and how I can use them, absolutely, I do that in cooking all the time.
After all that cooking advice, let's bring some sunshine into the mix with wild orange essential oil. Its bright, citrusy aroma makes it a favorite for creating a cheerful and inviting atmosphere. Lauren Bush, Director of Education, shares her favorite ways to use wild orange for a little mood boost. And also, she shares a story that might just surprise you.
And some of my favorite ways to incorporate wild oranges, anytime that I am looking for something that is calming, I like pairing calming and uplifting together. So something like Serenity for some people might smell a little sweet. You add in some wild orange into it and it just changes it up completely. My kids love Serenity and wild orange together. I love DIYs because I have a big family. So anytime I can DIY things, super fun. So wild orange and olive oil is great for polishing your furniture.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wild orange and olive oil.
Yeah. So it's
No.
easy.
Like how many? Okay, how many drops? How,
Yeah,
what do you put, a
give us
couple
the
of-
whole.
You know, I know for sure that recipe's on the doTERRA blog.
Okay.
But it's just a couple drops, and it's very nourishing for your wood, obviously using an olive oil, but it also smells really good. And anytime we can make cleaning fun and uplifting.
I'm going to try
And
it.
smells good.
I'm going to try it.
And just like all of our other citrus oils, really good for getting like sticky residues off surfaces, which, you know, again, little children, stickers end up places, marker ends up places.
Yes, yeah.
I don't want it to be. So I go to wild orange quite often. And then just the simplicity of adding it to your water bottle, which should not be plastic, should be stainless steel or glass. But I love anytime you can add in wild orange or any of our amazing citrus oils that are high in limonene, add it into your water bottle, and you got that beautiful cleansing benefit all day. Plus, it makes water a little easier to drink when it tastes like wild orange.
I love wild orange in my water.
Yeah, so the first story I ever heard about wild orange that has stuck with me since day one, so it's like 13 years ago in doTERRA world, I heard this mom and she said, you know what, I had this really close relationship with my daughter until she hit about 13 years old. And then all of a sudden she became a stranger to me. And I was trying to figure out, like, how can we communicate? How can we change this experience so that the first thing in the morning as I'm sending her out the door, we're happy leaving the door versus it being like this abrasive experience, right? And she said someone told her, just diffuse wild orange. Get up before that little girl's alarm clock goes off, set it off in her room, get it in the kitchen. And she said it was like 2 days of that. And all of a sudden the daughter was like, what's different? You're being nicer. And she's like, oh, this is not me.
Oh,
This
this
is not
is
me. It's not me.
interesting.
And it changed the experience for the entire family. Like the younger siblings all noticed that it wasn't so chaotic in the morning. That teenager recognized so much how much it helped that wild orange went with her to school. So anytime that she was like, I left the house, I had something to be able to reach for. So the simplicity of just diffusing is incredibly powerful. And I love that anytime that we can reach for an oil, change the experience in the home, help empower relationships, use something that's not a synthetic fragrance is something beautiful and powerful, especially as a parent.
So simple.
Yeah.
Next up is frankincense. Frankincense is often called the king of oils for its grounding and balancing properties. Its rich aroma is perfect for enhancing your meditation or skincare routines. Let's hear why doTERRA founders Emily Wright and Dr. David Hill always keeps frankincense on hand.
I do the same thing with the frankincense
That's what I
stick,
was wondering.
right? It's if you just, I'm a maximizer. That's my number 2 Gallup strength is maximizer.
Okay.
So I'm always trying to get maximum benefit from everything that I do. And I'm always in a hurry. So like, all right, how are we going to do this? So I will just take a drop of frankincense, just drop it right there on top of the stick.
Amazing.
And then one of the areas that I love to use the frankincense stick is on the tops of my hands because
Interesting.
I'm into my 50s now, right? So my worship of the sun is starting to show up a little bit on my hands, and from driving all the time.
Yeah.
I commute into the office, and so I'll hit the tops of my hands. I also hit like the décolleté. I hit my face. I get it everywhere, back of the neck. It's so easy to apply.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of really cool things about the stick. First off, I like the convenience of it. I mean, we took one of our main products, the product that we've said from the very beginning of doTERRA that nobody should be without, frankincense, and we just made it more convenient for you. And we put it into a stick, which I think makes it a little unusual. It's different than like the Deep Blue stick or the Breathe stick or anything else that we've done that way. It's different than that. We talk about frankincense and we talk about this broad perspective of value that comes from frankincense. And we could go into all the chemistry and all the reasons why, but I love this about frankincense, that people use it for their own reasons and that they're varied. It's not just very focused and very narrow, but I can use it. You can tell me anything and I can tell you why I would use frankincense and the value of it. So I like that we've made it really convenient for people. And part of the reason why is because this is topical application. And we talk about using oils topically, but this is designed specifically for topical application. And so anything to do with skin, and in the fact that we added nilewood into it, which is very high in alpha-bisabolol, which once again just complements all the attributes that we want to bring out in good, healthy skin, and using the stick is a convenient way to do that. So I think this is where we're headed to in the future. It's not about what new oils are we discovering now. We have a lot of oils. Yeah. But how do we use them more effectively? How do we use them more efficiently? And so for me, the stick is just another representation, as simple as it may seem, of how dynamic it is and the value of frankincense that comes from all the different ways we can use it.
And finally, for number 9, we're wrapping up with Deep Blue, a blend that's loved for its cooling and soothing properties when used as part of a massage. It's a favorite for relaxation and post-activity or workout care. Back to Dr. Brannick Riggs as he shares how to make Deep Blue an essential part of any routine, and a tip that might just surprise you. Listen into this one.
In terms of like most purchased essential oil when it comes to somebody being introduced to doTERRA, this is number 4 on the list.
Yeah, it's not buried down the list very far at all.
What makes it such a powerful blend and so popular, even with our new people?
It's one of those that you feel fairly quickly, right? I mean, you can use lavender, and it might take you a few nights to go, oh, okay, it's really helping, or but Deep Blue is one of those that it hits pretty hard. I always say it's kind of the gateway product for men.
Yeah.
A lot of men are saying, yeah, okay, honey, do that oily stuff, whatever, that's fine, until they have an issue in which the wife puts Deep Blue on them, and now all of a sudden they're like, yeah, keep doing that oily stuff. This is fantastic. This product really works. I was sharing with you the other day about an experience. I was speaking to a group of physicians in Hawaii. I had a meeting with about 12, 15 docs. This older doc walked in, this male doc, walked in kind of late to the meeting, sat in the back of the room, arms folded, leaning back, which all the body language was, I don't want to be here, but I am. We're going through a bunch of information, and finally I talked about Deep Blue Rub. We passed around a bottle of Deep Blue Rub. He kind of grabbed some, put it on his shoulder, and sat back, and we continued on with the presentation. About 3 minutes later, he's like, stop. Something's happening.
Real time? This is fantastic.
Like, okay, what's happening? He's like, it's getting hot.
Oh my gosh.
Right now on my shoulder. And we're like, yeah, you can expect that. It's going to get cool in a minute.
Yeah.
And he was like, from then on, so he grabbed the tube again, asked for the tube back, put it on another shoulder, and then he's pulling up his pant leg, he's putting it on his knee. Like it was like a bath in Deep Blue Rub.
Oh my gosh.
And at the end of the night, he
was on fire.
Purchased every Deep Blue product that we had.
Oh, I bet.
Every one that we had.
I bet. That's so awesome.
And it was just, and he was engaged. Like his whole body language changed for the rest of the meeting. He's leaning forward, he's engaged, he's asking questions. And just from one experience with Deep Blue Rub.
Look at that.
That's so great. So cool.
Okay, here's my favorite thing to do with Deep Blue. Just because, so we have an orchard, we have a garden. I always say I'm the assistant gardener at my house.
Yes.
Julie's the gardener.
Yes.
Yes.
I work for the manager of the garden, right?
Yep.
When we've spent a Saturday working in the orchard, pruning or picking, or we've been spent a Saturday working in the garden, I at 54, I have some sore muscles, right? It doesn't feel all that great. So my favorite way to use this, I'll go jump in a hot shower, as hot as I can stand it, which then turns your skin red, right?
Okay.
And it's super hot, but it also opens up all those pores.
Oh.
Get out of the shower, dry off, and then Julie will put Deep Blue on my back.
Okay.
The rub?
The rub. And it gets super hot. I mean,
my
like
gosh.
super hot, because we've opened up all those pores to absorb as much chemistry as we can. Then it gets really cool, and then the next day I'm 100% fine.
What?
No problem. Yep.
I've never heard this.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now,
we're gonna try this.
I'm going to try it. I'm a little
Julie
scared.
can't stand it. It's way too hot for her to do that.
Yeah.
So some people will experience
talked
that. It's
about
like
that.
too much.
Yeah, sensitive skin. It's
Right.
got a little bit of a warning there.
Correct.
So test yourself out.
So you just have to be a little bit aware of that. And the warmer your body temperature is, the hotter your skin is, the more you're going to absorb that chemistry. So just be careful of that if that's not what you're expecting.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about this.
Well, I use Deep Blue in all of the ways, of course. But before I run, I put it on the bottoms of my feet and on my knees. And it's amazing how I finish my run and like I can run again the next day. It's amazing.
You're good to
Can I ask you, is it the rub? Is it the oil?
It depends on whether I want to get my hands in it,
Yeah.
right? That deep penetration, or whether, I don't want to have anything on my hands
Yeah.
and use the stick. So,
Okay. Oh, there's another
and
one.
if you want to learn how to maximize deep blue,
Give it to us.
you drop the deep blue on the deep blue stick.
Oh, interesting.
Power tip right there, friends.
Yeah,
Nice, right
layering
there.
both.
Yes.
Fantastic.
I know.
I do like 2 laps and I'm puffed out. I gotta try this.
You do the same with the Serenity stick.
Oh.
Oh, good to
Serenity
know.
on the stick, right? Or maximizers.
Double impact.
right?
Yes.
Yes, I love the layering thing. That's fantastic.
And that is a wrap on our 9 essential oils that you absolutely need in 2025. We hope these clips inspired you to try new ways of using essential oils in your daily life. Remember, always follow label instructions and use your oils responsibly. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend, subscribe, and leave a review. We'd love to hear how you're using these essential oils, so connect with us on social media and other channels where we are active in sharing tips and tricks and other ways to use essential oils. Until next time, keep exploring, experimenting, and enjoying the power of nature.